I'm Sean Yao and this is One News Now. The LRT2 operations have been suspended after a fire broke out at the Santolan station earlier today. LRTA explained that the blaze started in the electrical room after an uninterruptible power supply or UPS apparatus caught fire. And this affected the power supply from Cubao-Recto stations. No word yet on what time operations will resume since authorities still have to check the extent of the damage brought about by the fire. Meanwhile, the Santolan, Katipunan and Anonas stations have been closed for over a year now due to repairs. The U.S. vice presidential debates between incumbent Mike Pence and Democratic nominee Kamala Harris is now underway. Pence and Harris have taken the stage at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City, where they will face off in a 90-minute debate, albeit separated by plastic barriers in the light of the ongoing health crisis. A health crisis that has affected no less than re-electionist President Donald Trump. Trump's battle with COVID-19 provides an unusual backdrop to the vice presidential debates. It is reminding U.S. voters that they currently have two of the oldest presidential candidates in history. And thus, the line of succession has never been more crucial, and so has the vice presidential debates. Both Harris and Pence will try to convince constituents that they are ready to assume the presidency should the situation call for it. Back home, Deputy House Speaker Boyet Gonzales denies that the session was suspended just to avoid the supposed showdown between House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano and Marinduque Representative Lord Alan Velasco. Speaking to One News's The Chiefs, Gonzales explained that they passed the 2021 budget in the second reading as early as possible in order to avoid possible attempts to delay the passing of the budget. However, Gonzales admitted that the early suspension of the session is part of parliamentary warfare tactics.
Ganun talaga eh. Sa labanan sa speakership fight, talagang ganun talaga eh. So, you have to abide by the rules doon sa ang first legal attempt nila could be done when we resume session on November 16th.
And about 43,000 chickens in Nagcarlan, Laguna have died after suffering from heat stroke. At around 11 a.m. Wednesday, the Happiness Poultry Farm in Barangay Maravilla experienced an emergency blackout due to a technical problem. And this affected the chickens nesting inside the building, who needed to be kept in an air-conditioned and well-ventilated environment. Because of the extreme heat, the farm animals died in just an hour before they could be sent for shipping on the same day. The farm lost about 6 million pesos in revenue because of the incident, while management decided to just give away the chickens to nearby residents in the area. We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The latest SWS survey found that majority of adult Filipinos still think it is risky to go to church, the market, or even their places of work. 77% of adult Filipinos consider it risky to go to the market, and 69% believe it's not completely safe to attend religious services. And among the 52% who had a job at the time of the survey, 65% think it is risky to go to their places of work at the moment. This SWS survey was conducted from September 17 to 20 with 1,249 adult Filipinos as the sample population. And while a COVID-19 vaccine may be discovered by the end of the year, the DOST says this will reach the country by the second quarter of 2021. Speaking to 1PH's Sa Totoo Lang, PHCRD Executive Director Jaime Montoya says the World Health Organization's projection of vaccine availability will only apply to the country where these are being developed. Montoya added that it will take some time before the vaccine reaches the Philippines because it will have to undergo the review of the FDA before it can be given to the public. However, the official guaranteed that the country will receive a COVID-19 vaccine through the WHO's COVAX facility that aims to provide selected countries with a vaccine for at least 20% of the population. Back on transportation, we have the distribution of free AutoSweep RFID stickers continuing today in Pasig City. To give us the latest update on the ground, JC Cosico joins us live from there. JC, how's it going? Have they given out a lot of beep cards as promised?
Sean, with tollways set to go completely cashless next month in a bid to control the spread of COVID-19, motorists are required to have RFIDs installed in their vehicles. Now, it's not a problem here in Pasig City as there is a free installation of AutoSweep RFID. Motorists have begun to line up here along F. Ortigas Avenue around 8 a.m. for the free AutoSweep RFID ticket installation. Motorists will have to download the form online for smooth transaction. No other documents are needed. The AutoSweep RFID may be used in SLEX, MCX, Skyway, NAEX, Star, and TPLEX. Motorists will have to top up their AutoSweep RFID with an initial 200 peso load before it can be used. Last month, the Transportation Department ordered the Toll Regulatory Board, among other agencies, to oversee the smooth implementation of cashless transactions in toll expressway. Transport authorities are set to implement this come November 2. Sean, here in Barangay San Antonio, Pasig City, the free AutoSweep installation will run until 5 p.m. and since Tuesday, over 1,000 vehicles have been equipped with RFIDs. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much for that update with regard to the free installation of RFID, which is called AutoSweep. JC Cosico joining us live from Pasig City. You can now enjoy the new way of learning at home because DepEd TV is available for free for all Signal and satellite subscribers. Tune in to channel 149 for Signal and channel 189 for satellite. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.